Welcome back to day 4 of VBS, you little sinners and saints. Listen up! I'll admit I'm only here for the snacks, but we got a lot to cover. Let's get ready to join Pastor Kenny as he walks to Steve Scoop's ice cream van. Wait, what's that? Oh, the van is being repaired due to all the stardust from last episode. I have no clue what is going on. Pastor Kenny will tell you.
Sorry about the mix-up. Today, we are going to learn about the first time Jesus kicked people and animals out of the temple with a whip. It's a good one. But first, ice cream. Hey, Steve, I like the new cart.
G'day, legends. I just got back from the Outback.
You went to Australia?
Nah, never been there, just some steakhouse. Anyways, mate, let me smile for you.
That's enough, Steve. Steve, please stop. Steve.
Welcome to Steve's Scoop, where the cones are just okay, but my smile will lighten up your day. So, today's flavors are...
The same 2 flavors you always have?
Right, listen up, you cheeky wallabies. We got the kangaroo kiwi, which is just banana, alright? No real kangaroos were harmed. And then there's the Outback onion surprise, which is actually pineapple. But it's served in a cup I found near a kangaroo crossing sign. But hey, these flavors will disappear as quickly as my accent. You've got 20 seconds, let's go!
Is that sign winking at me? It's making me nervous, man.
And the winner is Kangaroo Kiwi. I'm so happy I might cry out back.
I gotta admit, that looks good.
Are you kidding me? That looks like a dollar store candle that lost a fight with a microwave.
Hey, narrator guy. Be nice. Just because this ice cream looks like a melted crayon in a trash can doesn't mean you could insult it.
You're right. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
It's all good. Let's just move on. Now it's time for the lesson.
Maybe I should not have added the mayonnaise?
That sign keeps winking at me.
Could you kindly drop the cone, Professor Sprinkle Pants, and teach the lesson before my patience melts like that kangaroo kiwi?
This narrative can be found in the Bible in John chapter 2. Take some time and read this passage for yourself. As a side fact, Jesus cleared the temple twice, so this was his first time. The events in this episode happened around the year 27 AD in Jerusalem, Judea, and Nazareth. Today's main proverb is, don't distract others who are trying to worship God. It's time for the narrative. Let's learn. After Jesus leaves his unbelieving brothers, he travels with his 5 disciples to Jerusalem for the Passover. Every Jewish male over 12 is required by the law of Moses to come and worship God in the holy city. They will celebrate how God freed their people from Egypt and how the angel of death passed over the houses which spread the blood of a perfect lamb on the doorpost. Jesus, the perfect lamb and Son of God, goes to worship in the city, which is overseen by the Romans. However, as Jesus walks into the temple, his father's house, he sees that the wicked high priest has allowed people to sell animals in the court of the Gentiles. Gentiles are non-Jewish people. The court of the Gentiles was designed to be a quiet place where the Gentiles could worship, pray, and be taught about God. However, as these Gentiles are trying to pray and worship God, the merchants have moved from outside the temple into the court of the Gentiles and are making lots of noise selling their goods there. The Gentiles cannot pray because they're distracted by all the noise. Jesus looks at the greedy money changers along with the merchants shouting as they are busy selling oxen, sheep, and doves. This makes Jesus very angry. Imagine being in a church service trying to listen to a preacher pray. but there are a bunch of vendors yelling, "Peanuts, popcorn, Cracker Jacks, cotton candy, get 'em now!" You know, you could not focus, and it would make you angry because they are disrespecting a place of worship. That is how Jesus feels. Jesus leaves the temple and finds some cords. The one who had created the world now creates a whip out of these cords. It's time for Jesus to clean out his Father's house. So with great authority, he goes back into the temple and he chases the merchants out of the temple, along with their sheep and oxen. He goes over to the money changers who are putting business before worship, and he turns over all their tables and dumps out all their money. With authority, he points at the people selling doves and says, "Get these animals out of here and stop turning my Father's house into a marketplace." His disciples remember what King David had written in the Bible. He wrote, "Zeal," or passion, "for your house will consume me." Jesus is angry that greedy people have turned his Father's house into a money-making scheme. However, some of the religious leaders are angry at Jesus for kicking out the merchants. After all, they were the ones who allowed them to sell goods in the court of the Gentiles. So the Jewish leaders say, "If you have the authority to kick these people out, show us a miracle to prove your authority." Jesus answers, "I tell you, destroy this temple and I will raise it up in 3 days." Jesus is talking about his body. If the people destroy his body, his temple, he has the authority to bring it back to life 3 days later. Only God's Son has this much authority. Sadly, the religious leaders do not understand his words and they start to make fun of him. They say, "This temple took 46 years to build, and will you raise it up in 3 days? However, Jesus' disciples will remember these words after he is risen from the dead. Jesus spends time in Jerusalem during the week-long festivals of Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. During this time, he performs many miracles that reveals his identity as the Messiah. Many people believe in him based on these miracles and are saved. However, Jesus, in his wisdom, who knows the hearts and minds of all men, chooses not to entrust himself, this includes his future plans, to them. So, what can we learn from today's narrative? Well, today's proverb is, don't distract others who are trying to worship God. Jesus was very serious about worshiping his Father. Are you? When the pastor is preaching, are you listening? Or are you like the merchants who focused on self-serving things? When you worship God at church with singing, are you focused on him? Or do you joke around and distract your friends? The next time you're at church, ask yourself, would Jesus make a whip and chase me away because I'm distracting others who are trying to worship his Father? Or would he be pleased with me for worshiping him in spirit and in truth? So, take today's proverb, turn it into a question and ask yourself, do I distract others who are trying to worship God?
What is going on here?
Well, since my van's in the shop, I've stuffed my pockets with ice cream, and now I'm delivering in the shady side of town. Like, real shady. I'm talking don't make eye contact with the mailbox shady. I just passed a squirrel wearing a hoodie. And Ticklebook Tim just jumped out, maybe dropped my phone, it's in pieces. I had to dig out my trusty old boombox like it's 1992. Wait a second. What was that sound? Did that tree just sneeze? Anyway, remember today's proverb. Don't distract others who are trying to worship God. Maybe my theme song will cheer me up. Nope, that's the wrong song. Aha!
There it is. Hello, and ding ding dong. It's Steve Scoop, y'all.
Oh, welcome to Steve Scoop, where the cones are just okay. But Steve's dazzling grin lightens up your day. He only has 2 flavors, pineapple and banana.
cheap.
But with Steve behind the counter, they fly in from Montana. Oh, ding ding dong, Steve Scoop is a-comin'. Ding ding dong,
I'm coming.
ding ding dong, it's like a hug from a fluffy cloud named Kevin. Oh, is this heaven?
Who's Kevin? Oh, he's the president of my fan club.
If Steve coughs on your scoop, it becomes a magical prize. Like a unicorn's gift, people will bid for it online. If he spills it on your shirt, you'll wear it with pride. You'll never wash that garment till the day that you die. Oh, ding ding dong, Steve Scoop is a-comin'. Ding ding dong,
I'm coming.
ding ding dong, it's like a hug from a fluffy cloud named Larry. Harry Larry, oh, is this heaven?
I don't know Larry, but I give him a free scoop of ice cream.
If he burns a cone, they'll call it gourmet. Steve's charm makes all trouble simply melt away. Once the freezer broke down, the ice cream fell apart. The critics called it breathtaking, now it's in the Museum of Art. Oh, ding ding dong, Steve Scoop is a-comin'. Ding ding dong,
I'm coming.
ding ding dong, it's like a hug from a fluffy cloud named Jimmy.
Little Jimmy, if you come to my shop, I'll give you a free kitty comb and a warm smile. Sorry about that, Jimmy.
Steve drove his truck and ran over Mayor Freeze. The mayor cried out, "I busted my lip, help me please." So Steve handed over some ice cream to sip. Yummy. The mayor stood up shouting, "Hooray, hooray! I'll build you a shop, it's the least I can pay, and I'll make a new holiday, Steve's National Scoop Day."
Yeah, we celebrate it every month.
So if you ever go to his shop, it's all kind of strange. Old Bob swipes the sprinkles while the managers rage. But Steve's got a grin that makes everything okay.
It's okay.
Oh, ding ding dong, Steve Scoop is a-comin'. Ding ding dong,
I'm
ding
coming.
ding dong, it's like a hug from a fluffy cloud named Bobby.
Good old Bobby.
Steve Scoop, hey, Steve Scoop, hey, hey, Steve Scoop, hey, 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 Steve Scoop. I'm preaching, brother. Steve Scoop is the place.
The ice cream is expensive, but my smiles are free.
Good night, children. Only one night left.
That's creepy. Anyways, ding ding dong.